overtime. They really won, won the overtime period pretty handily. What was the difference really in that final frame?
We never guarded them the whole half. I thought we guarded them decent at first, and they got into such a rhythm. Mike Mosier's a hard matchup for you with a pick and pop. We knew that. We're a little bigger. It was hard to have someone that Bear could guard. They were driving by us. You get over helping, and then, Joe Young in the second half made big shot after big shot after big shot. I thought in the first half we did a decent job on him. In the second half, every time they needed a big play, they made it. The frustrating thing for me is defensively, we were really locked in a few days ago in Manhattan, Kansas, and we couldn't score. We couldn't manufacture anything. I thought the game, just based on the ebb and flow, we got into a much better rhythm offensively, but defensively, we never got key stops. You can't let a team come in your building and shoot 59% and score 115 and expect to win. So, ultimately, we put ourselves in a position to go down, and that's what happened.
Andy, the shot to tie at the end of regulation, was that going to Jarvis the whole way?
Well, we had a couple of options, just like we do every play. I would like to know exactly what the defense is going to do, and then it'd be a lot easier. We didn't. We were trying to run a little misdirection like we were trying to do against Kansas State, and we knew that the whole team was going to run with Marshall. We didn't get the rub that we had 4 of the 5 guys execute. One of the guys did not. We didn't get a rub. Jarvis just made a hell of a play.
You feel that momentum was all your guys?
All ours. Then we get the jump ball and we throw it to them for a layup. Ultimately, despite everything, if we could have put a little game pressure on them, maybe it's not quite as free and easy to make those shots. We're trying to run a simple pin down. I got my 2-point guards. We couldn't deliver it. They get a layup. It kind of switched momentum back to them.
You spoke of that game in Manhattan, and struggled to score points, and then you come in here and Marshall has a career high, and y'all score 105. Is it really a direct correlation from the offensive inconsistencies and Marshall's kind of both ends of the spectrum?
Well, they still shot 27 balls. We're certainly not as efficient as I would have liked to have been. I just think the ebb and flow of the game, each game has a life in and of itself. And today the game was up tempo, it was free, it was open floor, and we were in attack mode. Despite them coming in at 13th in the country and averaging close to 90, we didn't want to slow it down. It's not what we do. We want to take what the defense gave us. Thought offensively we did some good things. Not as efficient as I would have liked. 17 turnovers, a couple huge ones in the overtime. Just doing unfundamental things, trying to pass across court against a press, things that veteran guys can't do to give yourself a chance to beat a team like Oregon.
Admittedly, this sounds weird because he scored 39, but there was 4 shots in the last 2 minutes that Marshall missed. All kind of seemed to hurt your chances of winning it in regulation.
Yeah, I'd have to see the tape to know context, but he shoots a lot of balls. And really the only way to stop him from shooting him is to sit him down. I've tried that a few times here and there, and I'll continue to try that. But he's a guy that's a volume guy. He's been a volume guy from day one. He was a volume guy when I recruited him. I realized that. I try to put him in a position where he can help our team, and he's certainly done that.
You mentioned Mosier, and last year you guys struggled with stretch fours. Is Anthony the answer to guarding stretch fours?
No.
Any more questions?